Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. If you're returning back, then you already know we are here to do it again. Yes, we're going to do it again. We're going to tap into the frequencies, the energies that we need to in order to help us gain truth and clarity. In addition to what it is that you are intuitively discerning, I hope that you're coming in with your higher self. I hope that you're in a high frequency. I hope that you have peace that surpasses all understanding, inner standing, outer standing, no matter what the spiritual outcome. Come on in, y'all. So as I was channeling this energy, actually going or coming out of my Reiki healing session, I heard, oh, what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. And it's so interesting because I was like, I've heard this saying before, but I feel like it hit me different this time for some particular reason. The energy was different. I broke down that saying, practicing to deceive, as if, to deceive is an art, okay? To be deceptive. Oh, what a tangled web we have weaved when we practice to deceive, right? So I'm like, practicing to deceive, that is deep. And I feel like I'm picking up on the energies of people that, they got into character. They got into the role. They got into smiling your face all the time. They wanted to take your place as energy. And they mastered deceiving, right? Almost to the point that they even deceived themselves into believing that karma didn't exist, right? So as I'm going down what appears to be a mental rabbit hole of energy, as I'm channeling, I heard Spirit say, these are soulless people. They don't believe in karma. I said, whoa. That hit me like a ton of bricks. Although I already knew it, it was like it was a blatant reminder that had been processed just for me, enough that I could eat it on a mental, spiritual level. So I said, these are soulless people. They don't believe in karma. If they're soulless, then they're not children of the divine. There's no soul in them. There's nothing in them that feels as though they need to adhere to spiritual law. Therefore, they have no spiritual respect for the universe. They don't believe in karma. Well, karma is real. She's actually a sharp shooting, pinpoint accuracy sniper when it comes to getting energy back to its sender or rendering something that needs to be balanced out, right? So I went deeper into this. I'm like, soulless people, empty vessels. They don't believe in karma. So this explains why they keep doing what they're doing, right? This also explains the anger in them, right? Because we're igniting feelings in them that they have detached from. Remember, they've practiced to deceive. So they have to be void of emotion. They have to be void of divinity. They have to be void of everything that nature represents when it comes to universal balance. When you go and you're doing a death spell daily, on a daily, I mean like every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, morning, noon, and night, and you don't think that there's any consequences that can come up against you, you are somebody that the universe absolutely needs to put out in the forefront as a case study. You deserve to be studied. They don't believe in karma because they don't believe in the Most High God. They don't believe in the laws of the universe. So what happens when you have somebody who is of the divine light, who understands spiritual law, who's coming in with good karma, good dharma, and you're in the presence of somebody that does not believe in karma? Karma says the only way that I can play out in order to get these people to where they belong by way of out of their alignment of divine assignment, because that's where they belong. They're out of alignment. They're not in alignment with the Most High God. They're blasphemous. They're abomination as energy. They feel like, oh, I could just go take a life. Shit, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Cool, whatever. And they roll over, and they eat a steak with eggs and mashed potatoes and they act like nothing happened. These are soulless, senseless people, conscious like less people. They don't want to be conscious of order. They don't want to show respect. These are fallen angels. These are Satan's minions. That's what I heard. A fall from grace, right? So the universe is saying the only way that we can give them karma so that they see it in real life is to give them something that they can feel. I heard that. Giving them something that they can feel. Yeah, I can't make this up. Now somebody's saying I miss you. Isn't that an emotion? These are people that have no feelings though. So how is it that they miss anybody? It's coming up in the reverse because it's displaced emotions where there was never any emotions, never any feelings. There was no soul to the matter. You just out here thinking that you could go do spell work and that ain't gonna never manifest in your life. Like really? But that's what you're manifesting for yourself. So just kind of piggybacking off of the previous reading, congratulations, you manifested your own death. Somebody in the comments took it literal, and I knew that that went over their head. And they're like, no, choose life, not death. Well, death is inevitable, honey. We didn't come here to stay. One day, that's it. Lights out. All that, what you did, whatever it was, adios, arrivederci. We're not going to make it out of life alive. But I meant it from a spiritual standpoint. I feel like the spiritual community, those people that really have spiritual ears to hear, eyes to see, you saw and you understood what I was saying, right? But that's okay. Everything is something that we can learn from. I just thought that was something interesting to process, right? So I did. I processed it. I sifted through it. I left the bones and, chewed up the fat and the meat, right? So listen. Spirit is saying the only way that I can make these things manifest is to have them feel it. So how is that? Remember, on a physical level. So some of them are in bad health. That's karma. Some of them are in poverty. That's karma. They're finally feeling anger. They're feeling what it feels like to lose. Those are emotions. They're feeling spirit in a way that they don't want to feel spirit. It's a dead people. So the awakening is like torment. Awakening to the fact that, whoa, there is something, some form of an omnipresent creator that has set some rules and standards by way of spiritual law, has set the bar for us to respect. Remember, these are people that had no respect to persons. They was running to the practitioner like it was nothing. Running to the graveyard. Somebody just went to the graveyard last night. Somebody got somebody on their altar this morning. Somebody's getting up every morning doing death spells thinking they ain't got to pay for nothing. It's blaspheming energy. So the universe is saying, I'm going to make them feel it. They don't think karma is real. Karma's like, I got sniper accuracy. I know addresses. I got names. I got ages. I got dates of birth. I got last four of these people's social. I got parcel numbers. I got P.O. box numbers. I got shoe sizes. I know the ones that were trying to force their funky ass, dirty ass, bunion ass, lopsided ass foot in your shoe ass, walking in your destiny ass. I got all that. This is what karma's saying. This is karma out here. Making a list and checking it twice. She like, okay, you don't believe in the Most High God. So when that car accident spell backfire, you ain't gonna feel that then. Okay, that's what's up. So when that death spell backfire and everything around you is dying and you have no opportunities, you're not going to feel that. That's what's up. This is how karma's coming. Because these people were so physically prone, they were very much in the earthly energy, 3D energy. Karma was like, I'm going to have to make y'all feel it in the 3D. Because to make you feel it in the spirit, when you have no spirit, is a waste of time. It's an oxymoron type of an energy. The reason why they kept continuing in that energy, 911 on a timer, is because they don't believe in karma. I just heard they do now. Spirit is saying we're going to make them feel it on a physical level. So now they're going through things on a physical level, like literally physicalities, pain, hurt, sickness, death, fatigue. Look. Some of these people left you for dead. This says left you hanging, no closure, no contact, left you on the road to die. Remember, they have no feelings. Although, sociopathic, narcissistic, by way of the term, is an oversaturated word. I know we've all been waking up to the fact that we've been amongst soulless people. But in reality, a narcissist And a soulless person is somebody that is just an empty vessel waiting for anything to occupy it. A free-for-all vessel. That means a demon can jump in and out of them. They face change, they temperature change, they attitude change, they all over the place. Right? Okay. That's what it is. So they don't believe in karma. And this is why they look you right in the face and they're like, I didn't do anything to you. I never said that to you. Because they feel like they didn't. They feel like they haven't done anything wrong. Blame it on the devil. Blame it on the demon. Maybe something jumped in them, did the dirty work and jumped on out of them. But they are an empty vessel nonetheless. An abomination. So you're coming to this realization by way of illumination, truth, discovery, and awakening. Yeah, you're seeing things for what it is. Look at you. And you're seeing it from a standpoint of love. And you know that in order to have love, there has to be war. There has to be balance, y'all. Everything is in balance. Even your body is in balance. The amount of bones that you have in your body. You got 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 lips, 2 feet, 2 hands, 5 fingers here, 5 fingers there. Everything is in balance. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Balance numbers. 20, 20, 20. Vision. 50, 50 in a relationship, right? It's all balanced, no matter how you flip it and spin it. It's feng shui energy. So by way of karma, karma is coming through by way of balance. Even if these people don't want to believe in the Most High God, karma is coming through in a way that she's saying, okay, that's fine. You ain't got to believe in the Most High God. That's fine. Ain't nothing in you that represents divinity because you're so disrespectful. Remember you sacrificed a child and you didn't think nothing about it. You was at the gym the next day like, ain't shit gonna come to me. Yeah, what? You got to pay for that, boo. Karma's like tapping on people's doors. You got to pay for that. They believe it now. So it's coming by way of the physical. It's coming by way of, because we've done so much in the spirit realm, by way of ascending, by way of awakening, by way of calling back our destinies, by way of answering the divine call, by way of respecting spiritual law. Don't kill, don't steal, don't lie, don't cheat. Try your best not to do that. You got some people that was just like, I'm out here lying, I'm out here stealing, I'm out here killing. They was just full demon time and proud of it. Straight up. The bad demons, you know what I'm saying? Okay, listen. Yeah, police energy. You got the spiritual police on that ass. I can't make this up. Karma's coming up as a spiritual police. She's a sniper. She's a pinpoint accuracy sniping energy. She's got every name, every address. There is no cloaking when it comes to karma. She's going into the cave. She's going into the caverns. She's going into these dark ass rooms where their altars are. She's looking at the blood. She's pulling records. She's seeing everything that needs to be seen. And because these people don't believe in karma, there should be no suffering in the spirit. You forfeited your spirit when you went to the graveyard and buried that thing. You forfeited your spirit when you sat up all day and was projecting over a doll that you wanted to be somebody who's divine. Like, think about that in your mind. You got to be out of your mind. You got to be possessed. You're sitting in a room. You're sitting with the doll. You're stabbing the pins into the doll. And you're saying, I want you to suffer. Yeah, you possessed by some shit now that probably you can't get rid of. That's what I just heard. Yeah, you've been rejected by the Most High God. You've been rejected straight up and down. Oh, God is love. You're wrong. Yeah, God is love, but God is war. Peace, love, light, and war. Warring for that which needs to bring balance. Because if we didn't fight for what needs to come into balance, this shit would be all lopsided. You have people just taking life, just running around with other people's destinies on and all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. If you made it this far into the chat, welcome to Spiritual Chord. To Spiritual Chord. Welcome to Spiritual Chord. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? You know, it's like rain on a sunshiny day. It's the free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just can't take. But who would have thought that this would happen? They didn't. Clarify. Karma. Karma. We got the Two of Pentacles coming out, showcasing imbalance. This is not feng shui energy. This is out of whack, out of balance. The scales need to be balanced out, and these people don't know what to do. Again, they thought that they had it figured out. They thought, oh, karma ain't real. They thought, look at these stupid ass people. This is how they thought. Look at them on their knees. They're praying. They calling out to the Most High God. But in reality, we simply activated the divine within us, and that shit took them down and literally thrusted them into a hell that they created. It's their own hell. It thrusted them into a hell that they created. We like, get your asses over here. They're like, what? But you don't have any feelings. You won't feel it. Don't even worry about it. You ain't got no emotions. You ain't got no spirit. You cold. Remember, you pressure. Remember, you don't care. How many death spells does it take for you to feel karma on a physical level? Well, let's just see. Clarify. Karma. How you doing? Pinpoint accuracy. Karma is on the prowl. Karma is coming out as the police, the spiritual police. This is like going to and fro, north, south, east, and west. Literally opening up every single door, every single timeline, policing the area, paying attention to everybody that's doing something in the physical and the spirit. So this stuff is going to manifest in the physical. Okay. Some of this is already manifested for these people, but they keep doing the same thing. That's the catch. It's a form of insanity. They keep doing the same thing. I can't make it up. They keep doing the same thing. Holy Spirit. Clarify karma. Karma. Hi, karma. Hi, karma. So these people don't want for things to be over, but they don't feel nothing. So their lives are being turned upside down. Their worlds are being turned upside down. Why? Because that's what they wanted for you. They've all been exposed. There's nothing that they can hide from. All that karma that they racked up that they didn't believe in. Karma's like, how dare you bitches? You don't believe in me? I'll show you. I can't make it up. I'll show you. The magician in the reverse, all that black magic, all those moon cycles. Yeah, you remember those? Karma's like, you never believed in me? Okay, no, don't even worry about it. You ain't got to. I just heard seeing is believing. So they want to see it. They want to see something. They don't believe it because they haven't seen it manifest in their life. So karma's saying, I'm going to show you. Watch this. Five of Swords in the reverse. They left people for dead, y'all. They sacrificed people. They did all kinds of weird stuff. We know the story. We don't need to pull their nasty little resumes. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to pull it. We know you did a whole bunch of like just diabolical shit. Type of shit that damn, the devil is looking at y'all like, damn, how you come up with that? Yeah, a lot of competition. Five of Wands, remember? But you don't believe in karma. You feel like you can do whatever you want. This is why people like that lie so easily, y'all. This is why they lie so easily. This is what Spirit is saying. They lie. I didn't do nothing to you. You tried to kill me. You got my destiny. Child, just be lying. Just left the graveyard and be lying, looking you right in your face. And they lie. They lied to the Spirit. They lie. I just heard your lies are no longer being accepted by the universe. Your illusions have been shattered. All your negative energies is something that you're going to see on the 3D level. Watch this. You're going to see it on the 3D level. Why do you think all them cards are in the reverse? I can't make this shit up. And these cards are not in the reverse. They're flipping accordingly. They're flipping the way that they're supposed to flip. You got the Empress in the reverse energy. All these nasty, fragmented, slut bucket ass, Jezebelian, Beelzebubian, just weird old ass, Jezebroaches ass women. You nasty, diabolical, rejected by God ass energies. You was never in your Lilith. I'm in my Lilith. I'm pressure. Shut the hell up. You can't even get in a salt bath without itching because you got too many demons attached to you. Get yourself together. I don't like sage because it irritates your demons. I don't like Palo Santo. Yeah, you start lighting the sage and these bitches start itching and stuff. This is how you know you're in the presence of a demon. Listen, you got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Nasty, belligerent, cursing, hexing. They've said some diabolical things. Karma said every single word that you spoke, every energy of ill repute that you projected onto innocent people, every person that you've unalived, every life that you've affected without any form of like responsibility, without any form of lack of accountability, any accountability for what it is that you said, you're being held to every single word, Every single thought, known and unknown, silent, even the things you thought in the wickedness and the darkness of your heart. These people harbored nasty wishes in their heart. Every single thing is exposed. And you're going to be held accountable. Since you weren't able to hold yourself accountable and you didn't believe in karma, if you don't believe in karma, you don't believe in Mayat. If you don't believe in Mayat, you don't believe in the Most High God. You don't believe in the Holy Ones. You don't believe in nothing. You believe in your raggedy, empty ass vessel. That's a dangerous place to be. There's nothing going on in there, man. There's nothing going on in there. A couple of demons jumping in and out. You just wait for something new to come in. You out here shopping and shopping for a soul. You need a soul you want to feel. You want to feel. We know you do, but you're empty. So what you did with your free will is you continue to stay in the fallen angel energy. Now you want to feel. You're being held accountable to everything that you've done. Not only this, a lot of these nasty sociopathic spiritualists have led us to other people. They led us to, like, all of them. It was a trap, type energy. They all did it collectively together, so they're all going to fall collectively together. Karma says this might seem a little harsh, but it's not as harsh as the things that they wished under that full moon. Pinpoint accuracy, sex magic, twin flames, swapping out, contracts, fighting for your contracts in the ethers, fighting your masculine in the ethers. All that shit's coming to an end. All you Jezebelian, a Buzzian, or whatever the hell, Jezebelian, your Jezebelian, whatever the hell you got going on, okay? A lot of sex magic that was done over the divine masculine. A lot of sex magic that was done over the divine feminine. A lot of magic death spells when the divine feminine and divine masculine realize, hey, you're a Jezebel. Hey, you're a dark ass, nasty ass, dirty ass witch, a dirty ass warlock. I'm getting the hell up out of here. They went so far, because they don't believe in karma, to try to bind these people to these dark ass contracts when the cycles have been closed. A lot of what they are doing, or what they're attempting to do, is to keep the cycles open, but the shit is closed. Karma is saying, don't even worry about it. I'm going to stand at the door and I'm checking everybody's karma. I'm checking all authentic essences, not stolen spirit ass souls. They out here trying to swap out souls and get them a soul. It's a wrap. You got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Reckless activity. 4 Wands in a reverse. A lot of ex-karmic ass lovers that was trying to snatch your life from up under you. And they were just rolling over like, oh, just going to go to the next. And so whenever, for those of you, unfortunately, that have encountered a narcissist, which I feel like at this point in our evolution, we all have, okay? A narcissist person, child, they will run through your life, wreck your life, or whatever you allow them to do, or however far you will allow them to go. They will roll over and you'll look up, you're like, oh my God, he's acting like he's so happy with her. Oh my God. No, they ain't got no feelings. They don't believe in karma. How are you going to expect for somebody to emotionally realize what they've done to you when they don't believe in karma? They're soulless people who don't believe in karma. They don't believe, they're not of the Most High God. So people walking around under that illusion, oh my God, there's good in everybody. No, there's not, man. There's some other shit going on in these vessels. They ain't got no good in them. They ran through your life, stole your money, screwed your friend, got her pregnant, screwed your man. I mean, and they rolled over and they said right in your face, like, how's it going? That's demonic. That's breaking spiritual law. That's violation of laws. So many, too many to count. Karma's out here like the spiritual police. And with her, she is bringing war angels. She's bringing judgment angels. She's bringing death angels. She's bringing karma. She says, I'm going to make them see it in the 3D. Since they don't want to respect the Most High God and respect the laws of spiritual heaven, the laws of the heavens above, we're going to make them feel it in the world that they believe so much in. Karma says, I'm coming. I'm wrecking houses. I'm wrecking homes. I'm wrecking health. I'm wrecking all kind of stuff. I'm going to make them feel it. Listen, I'm going to make them feel it. Poverty spells backfire. I'm going to make them feel it. I'm going to make them feel it in their money, in their pocket. Remember, these are hexes, curses, all kinds of weird stuff. Just all kinds. I mean, when I mean diabolical, child, they thought they were just going to keep going in life. How is it that you're mustering up all of this diabolical energy, and then you think that karma, you think that the universe and life is just going to give you the 10 of Pentacles? How? You got to be out of your mind. You got to be an empty vessel. You have to be a drifting, wandering, diabolical ass vessel. A soul prone to demonic possession. You have to be. There's no other way to think that you can put out all this nasty energy for years upon years upon years upon years. And every day you get up, you do a death spell. Every night you do a death spell. You got to be tired. Your body is on demonic ass auto repeat. And guess what? How did you think that life was going to give you the 10 of Pentacles? How did you think that life was going to give you self-love? How did you think wishing death on somebody, sickness, poverty, unaliving their children, trying to swap out destinies with their divine masculine and feminine, how did you think that was going to get you self-love, boo? There's no shortcuts to this. Either your cup is full or it's empty. And I'm talking to some empty ass vessels. Clarify, how did you think that you were going to manifest the 2 of Cups? Like, even somebody who is not of a high IQ has to have some level of common sense or a little bit of spiritual intellect to know that 2 plus 2 don't equal 5. How? Because they don't believe in karma, because they don't believe in the Most High God. They don't like being holy. They don't like really being kind. They're actors. They mimic. They study us. They try to figure out what the hell. Now we're mirroring back to them what they feel is spiritual narcissistic tendencies. They're like, oh, see, y'all not perfect. Why y'all saying that death is coming for us and help? Because it's the truth, boo. So y'all want us to give a damn? We're just giving you back your own lack of energy. Like, there's things to give a damn about. There's things not to give a damn about. So the narcissists are trying to call us narcissists. Why? Because we're standing up for ourselves. But when you were being kind, when you were being nice, they saw your energy as naivete. They don't like it. Look at these people. Intuitions are blocked. They would prefer for you to go back to sleep. They would prefer to control you with religion. Oh, that's not right. God said to forgive. And God said, They abuse religion. They abuse it. Look at them. They would prefer for you to accept these raggedy ass, empty ass, emotionless, soulless offers that are not connected to your divine life or your birthright. Like, hell to the no. These are canceled contracts, man. Nine of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's emotionally manipulative. It's somebody that likes to come in and pull at your heartstrings. They study you. Nine of Cups in the reverse is like an emotional manipulator. Somebody that wants to cover your intuition. I just heard the left side of the brain. The left side of the brain is more cognitive by way of you making fight or flight decisions to leave or to stay. It's given that type of energy. People that do voodoo, they understand. They do hoodoo. They play with dolls. They understand the left side of the body, which is why they always attack the heart, because the heart is absolutely going to reveal everything that you need. The heart is connected to the tongue chakra. I just heard out of the heart, the truth speaketh, right? If you really want to know who somebody is, just listen to what they talk about the most. These people were very calculated. They want, it's like they are like, why aren't you taking this raggedy ass, rotten ass, sour ass cup of friendship? Why aren't you allowing me to come into your sexual energy? They're karmic by nature. It's just, or not even by nature. I can't even say it's natural. I can't even say this is of nature. I feel like this is discarded, fragmented energy that is still hanging around in the earth that needs to be gotten rid of. These people have no soul, so they don't believe in karma. So this is absolutely going to help somebody heal. If you dealt with a narcissist, listen, why are you sitting up waiting for this person to pay for their karma? You could be sitting up. I'm speaking to somebody directly. You're a chosen one. You could be thinking like, dang, we were together 7 years. You mean that meant nothing? No, it meant nothing, honey. I'm here to tell you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. The narcissist absolutely felt nothing. They always had a plan. Yes, they were with you for 7 years. Yes, they were with you for 15 years. Yes, they were doing spell work over you. Yes, they were empty vessels with never any emotions or feelings. You were the only one going through an emotional experience. Why? Because you needed it to get to self-love. It was always about self-love. Okay? If they left you, take that as a blessing. If they abandoned you, they broke up with you, they ghosted you, all praises be to the Most High doggone God. You better thank the Most High God. Thank the Most High God. Thank the Most High God. Thank the Most High God today. You dodged a bunch of bullets. You dodged a bunch of bullets, baby. Okay? So stop going through the pictures. Stop looking at the videos. But we look so happy there. Nah, no. It was all empty vessel ass energy. That's okay. And if it's any consolation when you're looking at those pictures from the past, from the narcissist that you left behind, this could be a mama, a daddy, a lover, or whoever, a friend. Just know that when you see y'all smiling on pictures and he said he loved you and she said she really loved, because women are narcissists too. You got them in all different shapes and sizes, okay? Just remember that that was your energy that they were copying and mirroring back. All that good love and light, that was your energy, okay? So if that's any consolation, so that you can console yourself to get to the next level, chosen one, whoever I'm talking to, just know that that was your energy. So call back your power. Call it back. They just out here using your energy to go off and try to get more good energy. They can't get good people on their own, which is why they want a destiny swap. They can't get into good partnerships on their own because they don't have an identity. They have no reflection. They're vampiristic. They have to constantly suck from other people's essences in order to feel anything in life. So the moment you decide to call back your power, all of what you put into a relationship, you strip these people of an identity that never belonged to you. These are identity thieves. These are destiny swapping ass bitches. They want your contract. They flip cards all day. They go get readings. They're like, King of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. I want that. I want it. I'm going to get it. So they do death spells every day over people that absolutely are a reflection of the divine. You ever seen somebody attack source of all things? You got to be more careful. Because I just heard the show must go on. The energy of illumination, truth and discovery, awakening. The show must go on. The Three of Wands. Yeah, they wanted your gifts. Yeah. Congratulations. They manifested their own death. They did. So into the dark night of the soul they go. Now this is going to be quite interesting because remember, these are people that don't believe in karma. They don't believe in dharma. They don't believe that they have to pay for anything that they've done. So witnessing their dark night of the soul, I feel like it's going to be the most peculiar thing to watch. Because they have no feelings, the karma that's coming to them is by way of the physical. This could be real physical deaths, real physical endings, a lot of car accidents backfiring, a lot of death magic backfiring, a lot of sickness, terminal illness, okay? Cancerous energy backfiring, things that were wished on the divine collective backfiring. And Spirit says the biggest issue here was the illusion that this would take longer to backfire, or some of these people thought that they would already be in what appeared to be an illusion of your essence, living your life before they even had to ever deal with this. Because I feel like they're getting epiphanies. Oh shit, karma's real. Well, yeah. Okay, it's a little too late is what I just heard. It's a little too late. Yeah, it's a day late and a dollar short to realize or come to the understanding or the lack thereof. There's nothing in these vessels that karma is real. So some of them thought, well, by the time this, this is exposed or these people figure something out, hopefully they don't figure out what I'm doing to them. This is how they move. When I say I mean them. This is how they see. Like, hopefully they don't figure out what I did. I will be somewhere in a whole nother destiny, swapping out consciousness, swapping out a soul. I will be ahead of them to where they'll never figure it out. It's giving catch me if you can. And so karma says, bet. Okay. Catch me if you can as energy. Karma's like, that's what's up. Let me show you something. Karma says, I'm going to take a leap too. I'm going to jump a couple of timelines. I'm going to jump a couple of bodies. I'm jumping a couple of consciousness. I'm jumping on crowns. I'm jumping on stolen energy. Bet. Catch me if you can. Look at this. Going on a journey. Going on a trip in your favorite rocket ship. Flying to the skies. We're the little Einsteins. Climb aboard. It's ready to explore. We're ready to explore. It's ready to explore. Our energy is ready to explore. We're ready to explore. Come on in. Listen. So karma says, okay, don't even worry about it. I got you. I'm going to meet you there. Boop. Okay. You did the death spell. You turned. You didn't look back. You went to Baran Samedi. You said, Bara, I want to roll the dice. After you got that information about that chosen one, you saw all that light around him. You said, oh, bet. I want this destiny. I'm about to have her man. I'm about to have her power. I'm about to have his power. Bitch, you could never. What Baran Samedi did not tell you, my friend, is that Baran Samedi knows. And Madame Brigitte, they know. They know that you've gambled your life away. They know that you've gambled away your soul. They know that when you go to the crossroads and you're saying, Eshu, Iona go bagbo, Ache, please give me this person's life. They know that they're talking to an empty vessel who doesn't have anything to offer because there's no soul in that thing. There's no soul. So you bet with your whole physicality. You bet with your physical life. Your money, your car, your home, your house, your health, your body. Because the soul has already been taken. They know when you come to the graveyard, they already know. Look, the Five of Pentacles. Poverty spells, backfire. They already know that these are chosen people with contracts that can't be negotiated. These are non-negotiable spiritual contracts of chosen people that people like, you can't just write their name on the damn altar. You can't write their name on the candle. You can't write their name on some bullshit. You can't tie them up to the bullshit. You can't put them in the bullshit. Listen, you can't tie them up to the bullshit, but they didn't know that because they don't believe in karma. They don't believe in karma. They don't believe in spirit. If they don't believe in spirit, they don't believe in source. If they don't believe in source, they don't believe in the Most High God. They don't believe in anything that is good. They don't believe in anything that is holy. They are absolutely the disciples of Lucifer. Killing, stealing, destroying. That's how they are. Killing, stealing, destroying. Going to and fro, looking for who they can kill, steal, and destroy. Kill, steal, and destroy. They on auto repeat. Just their vessels are being controlled by shit. And they're like, oh my God. Right? Okay, right. Now there was a moment where we was all love and light, mercy and grace. And we're like, okay, I'm going to pray for them. Now we done called our prayers back, child. Called our power back. Why? Why would you continue to keep pouring in an empty cup that's draining you? It's like pouring into a cup that has a hole in the bottom. And somebody just sucking you dry. Taking all your good ideas and all your good... No, that doesn't make common sense. The Most High God said, I gave you kindness, peace, and love, but not that you would go and be a fool. Yeah, you got to have some damn common sense up here. If you know you laying next to somebody that's wishing you death, why would you be saying, God, forgive them, please, God? That don't make no sense. You laying next to a demon. Don't collaborate with the demonic force that, you're laying next to. Don't be in the bed with the enemy. That's not wise. Don't get in anybody's sick bed. Don't take on their sicknesses. But when you had to, because that was a part of your spiritual work to set, the tone by way of your journey, your destiny, you had karmic debt to pay out. Okay, to the universe. You transmuted it. Remember, you took on their demons. When you broke that soul tie, you devoured and or dismantled all them spiritual parasites. You already paid this debt. It can't be reinstated. When you was married to the cuckoo bird and he wanted to cheat on you and all that, that was debt being paid. When you was with this, karmic ass, feminine, Jezebelian ass woman, she was cheating behind your back and you were a good man and a good provider, you were paying spiritual debt. So when you walked away, you just simply took your good life with you. And now these people are starving. So you ever seen a whole bunch of people starving for energy amongst other people that are starving, that don't believe in karma? Nine of Wands, this was your debt. You came out of these relationships with karmic family members, troll ass energy, karmic ass brother, sister, cousin, whatever. You came up out of these relationships wounded. But your debt was paid nonetheless. Okay? That don't make no sense. Yeah, look, some of you paid with a child. Page of Pentacles. Some of you had karmic ass children from lineages that was cursed. You had to break their curse. You're like, damn, what is wrong with this child? Some of y'all gave birth to vampires because the daddy was a vampire. Some of y'all gave birth to vampires because the mama was a vampire. Like, let's just keep it a buck. You paid. This is a debt being paid. When you have a child by a karmic person that's cursed, you have broken all their generational curses. The child is the common denominator. Now, if the child should so happen to want to go back into the curses like they mama, like they daddy, that's on them. Age of accountability is the age of 12. You will no longer be covered by your mama's good prayers or your daddy's good prayers, because by the age of 12, you should know at least right from wrong, at least the basics. Don't kill, don't steal, don't destroy. There is karma. Teach them well and help them lead their own way. Because at some point, you got to cut the strings. And then this becomes a full-grown adult who hopefully goes out and tries to have a healthy relationship and is successful. Some of these children out of these karmic marriages and relationships is your best work. Your debt is paid. You better sleep good at night. You like, I came and closed out all my karmic ass contracts, broke all my diabolical ass curses on my bloodline and yours too, bitch. Okay, go get your life together. Okay? Some of these people left you for dead. Some of them left you for dead. Look at this here. This is what's so funny about karma. When I tell you, didn't I just tell you? 7 of Swords in the reverse. Caught up by the ethers. We can do what we want. We the gods of the earth. We can go call death. We can do whatever. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. They sat in church after they had just left the graveyard. They went to church on Sunday, child, after they was just playing with a voodoo doll on Saturday night. Bitch, if you don't go have a nap, a dirt nap, okay, in the graveyard. Since you like all that graveyard dirt, you need to go have a dirt nap in the graveyard dirt, okay? You put yourself there. So the fact that we standing up and popping our shit, they don't like that. That's not of God. Y'all are going to pay. Well, wait a minute. What are you talking about? That's reverse psychology. That's manipulating energy. God said to forgive. We forgave you when we were with you, honey. Karmic mama, daddy, cousin, brother, sister, lover, ex, but neighbor, the co-worker, all these weird ass karmic debts are paid, honey. So you about to see what it looks like on the 3D. Now you about to feel it. Since you don't believe it in the spirit, you about to feel it in the physical. Car accidents, backfired. Death spells, backfired. It's going to come in fast, swift, and quick like a thief in the night. You're not going to know the day, the time, or the hour. 7 of Swords in the reverse. You've been caught by karma, spiritual police. She jumped the timeline and the destiny that you tried to steal, and she waiting there looking at you like, hold up. Where you get that money from? Where you get these special gifts from? These are not your gifts. This is not your... Return that destiny back. Didn't I just say you paid with karmic children? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you couldn't conceive with certain people because your bloodline was not meant to. Your womb is too sacred. Your seed, masculines, is too sacred. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like bad debt. Some of this debt was too bad. Some of you did conceive karmic children, okay? If they should so happen to go astray, it will be on them. 6 of Cups, the past is returned, and it is haunting the shit out of people who have done too much. I just heard some of them, as it says in Revelations, are going to be begging to die, and death won't come. I just heard gnashing of teeth, chaos for what they've done. They're about to be reminded of every single person, every single doll, every single jar that was buried, every single thing that they did. They're about to be reminded of it. So the war is going to start in the physical first. That's what I just heard. Physical as in the physical body. There is no spirit in the vessel. This is why these people are angry, because they lost their souls. What am I seeing? They lost. They were tied into your soul. Most of them were trying to create a cord to attach to your soul. Kind of like mirroring back to the universe, your essence, with the hopes that they could get something that's very similar to what it is that you represent, similar to your spiritual contract. Yeah, these are vampires. They have no reflection. When they look in the mirror, they have no reflection. That's figurative and that's literal. Take that as it resonates. 6 of Cups in the reverse. I just heard fragmented images in a broken glass. The memories of the past. The distant past, the future past. The future has met the present. Something like that. Because they tried to jump timelines ahead of time. Yeah. A lot of confidence energy. Queen of Wands energy. A lot of them wanted to take your beauty. A lot of these people wanted your beauty. They felt like that was the reason that you were winning. I can't make it up. 5 of Wands is jealousy, envy of how you look, your beauty, your body, anything physical. Very empty vessel ass bullshit. Okay? Like, it was never your spirit. Your soul is absolutely something that is connected to the divine. That is clear. Chosen ones, listen. But you got the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is like jealousy, competition, competitive, evil eye, wanting to look like you. Some of them thought, you know, if I could just look like you, then maybe I'll be able to attract this beautiful life. They never cared internally because there was nothing going on within them. It was always external. Oh, you got a nice car. Oh, you got a good looking guy. They were always looking at the aesthetics, okay? The illusion. All these things that are temporary. That's what I just heard. And they forfeited their soul. Yeah, they did. They forfeited their soul. Sacrifice energy. These are people on the chopping block. These are people that are getting woo-wop to chop. I split the deck again, child. Look, split the deck twice and look at what's in the middle. Hangman, hangman. Woo, somebody's got to go. In order for somebody to go about their journey, in order for you to be about your Father's work, somebody got to forfeit their whole existence, at least on a physical level. Anything that's physically attached to you by way of your energy has got to go. Karma is about to show them in the physical. Somebody's doing a shut up spell. Clarify. They're doing it right now. Yeah, they are. They don't like the fact that we using our gifts. They're getting blocked. Some of these people wanted to take your talents. They wanted to take your, like if you're good at writing, reading, you just got this artsy side to you. Like they wanted gifts. They wanted like, this is what they wanted. You know, if you got a project at work and you seem to be the most creative, or if you got to decorate the desk at work, they're like, oh my God, you're so creative. They wanted that. Child, they wanted everything. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They're trying to do it like a shut up spell right now. Damn. Routine spell work. Clarify the shut up spell. Yeah. They want us to shut up. They want us to shut up. This is currently going on. Bitch, if you don't put out that shut up spell candle before you go to hell. Shut up spell candle before you go to hell. Yeah, listen, this is like intuition blocking. So somebody's currently doing this right now. Good for you, man. You're just manifesting your own death. Whoever you are with your dirty ass altar, the high priestess in the reverse and the star in the reverse, they want us to go away. They want us to walk away from the divine. That's not going to happen. If we survived all this, child, I know you lied. Ten of Wands in the reverse. So this is like hexing, cursing, weighing down the high priestess, speaking in the public eye, trying to block us from using our gifts. All this shit backfired. Look at the cards in the reverse. So these people had no intuition because they were always feeding off of your energy. They had no star quality. They have no light in them because they were always feeding off of your energy. And now that you're calling back your power, unapologetically, not reluctant to calling back your power, yeah, you just calling it back like, okay, you know what? I call back all my light. They're starving. They don't even have enough power to do black magic, y'all. What the hell is this? So they could be tapping, the demons could be doing it. I'm going to be honest. They could be possessed with stuff. Yeah, they ain't got no power. Four of Swords in the reverse. These people are hiding the fact that they're sick. They're hiding the fact that death is returned to sender, that sickness has returned to sender. They're hiding the fact that the poverty spell. Look at all the cards in the reverse, honey. The world is in the reverse because their worlds are being turned upside down. But this is what they said they wanted for you. And now they're getting a chance to feel it on a physical level. Since they can't feel it on a spiritual level, they don't have no souls. They don't give a damn. They don't believe in spiritual law. They don't believe in the Most High God. They don't like all things that are holy. They don't like good things. They don't like happy people. These are people that have fallen from grace and they have to stay there. Okay? They've done too much. Okay? But can I come with y'all? Can we come over there with y'all? Y'all so happy? Yeah, pay your karmic debt first. Show us your receipts. Do you have a field trip slip signed by Karma? Karma is not signing off on these people coming with us. Yeah, clarify somebody's doing a shut up spell right now. Look at all their cards in the reverse. Look at all these cards in the reverse. You got Justice in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's hiding the fact that they not feeling good. Somebody's hiding the fact that they death spell backfire. Somebody's hiding the fact that they might be up the creek without a paddle. Four of Swords in the reverse is Libra energy. Somebody's trying to tip the scales in their favor, but it's unsuccessful. Somebody does spell work all day, child. You got to be possessed with a demon. You got to be possessed with some unnatural shit. I can't imagine my whole life staying isolated, praying for somebody to be isolated. And the Soul Tribe family is like, well, about to go take a trip. Like, this shit is, what the hell are you doing? Wishing that somebody not go on their journey and their destiny because you can't keep it, you can't have it, and somebody's doing divination all day. Clarify doing divination all day. They're trying to block your path. Yeah. They're sending you like evil eye, 10 of wands. They're doing divination all day, and they're getting a lot of cards in reverse, so they know that on a physical level, they're going to see it in their own lives. This is really what's got them stressed out. I feel like this is the first time that some of these people have ever felt pain or fear. I feel like a lot of them are like, what is this feeling? What is this? What am I feeling on the physical level? Yeah. Some of them don't even know what the 10 of wands feels like, but they're feeling it on a physical level. Yeah. They're shocked. Karma is saying, you didn't believe it in the spirit. You don't believe in karma. I'm going to show you in the world that you believe in, which is the 3D. So you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose these spiritual contracts. Yeah, let these people go. Don't nobody want your Jezebelian slut bucket ass out back here doing love spells on divine masculine and hiding his drawers and underwear and sperm and condoms. And we don't want you. He don't want you. And for all you nasty ass, low vibrational ass men, you know, trying to, you know, go in for a woman's essence because you always, you know, I just want to eat you out. They want your essence. I don't even want to have sex. I just want to eat you out. They want your juice. They want your sweet waters. They want your healing waters. It's healing in that womb. You're a healer. Now you got healers with healers. It's so refreshing. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Power, power, wonder-working power. In the precious blood of my fam. We got power, power, wonder-working power. See that cup? See that coming out of the heavens? See the way it overflows? See the way it flows out onto the divine collective? What makes us so special? We answered the call. We made it through hell. We made it through our hell. We made it through other people's hell. We broke curses on our bloodline. We cleansed people's bloodlines. When we encountered these people, I'm going to include myself. When me and you encountered these people, we brought love, we brought light. That was you paying your debt. You brought a cup of love. You brought a cup from the divine. You're so sweet, you're so nice. They thought it was permanent naivete, that you would never figure it out. When you came in with love and light like this to this capacity, that was you paying their debts. They didn't even know it, that no matter what they did to you, the debt would have already been paid because your hands are clean. So when you had to walk away, or even when you felt abandoned by these people, it didn't matter. It never stopped the overflow of your cup. Remember, these people wanted you emptied out. They wanted to take your cup and take everything in your cup. But you came in, look, as the divine collective. Ace of Swords energy. Ace of Cups energy. Seeing the truth, speaking the truth. Now, they had a choice to accept it or not to. They chose to denounce these cups. They chose to rob, kill, steal, destroy, stab you in the back, or so they thought. You were always divinely protected. You were never meant to be unalived by this enemy. You won't be unalived by your enemies. And this is something that they fail to realize because they don't believe in karma. They're still at their altar doing death spells, shut up spells, burning candles all day with the hopes that it manifests by the night. They're going to be mad tonight. They're going to be mad in the morning. Why? Because mad is a form of insanity. That's why. They've gone mad already. You came in with the truth. So when you closed out these cycles successfully, your debt was paid. You are not obligated to give these people no more than what you gave them. Because what you gave them, they squandered. Remember? They wanted to manifest the 10 of Pentacles off your back. They squandered it. You ain't obligated to give these people a damn thing. What they can get is karma in their face, knocking at their door like, remember 2006, 2007, 2008, 2011, 2010. You did a death spell on every single moon cycle. This is how karma coming. Karma's like, you hear the bird crying in the background? Death return to sender. You did a death spell in 2026. You caused a miscarriage. You broke up a marriage. You did a poverty spell. Remember that? This is how karma running back their record. They stuttering. They can't talk in spiritual court. You don't believe in karma though. But she's at your house. She's showing up in the physical. She's at your house. Hey, sir, how you doing? Okay, looks like you ain't doing too good. For reasons being, remember 2003? Okay, you went to the practitioner. You spent $1,500. The lady actually got unalived. Okay, her ancestors were on blood. Okay, remember that? Stop playing. This is how karma's showing up to the house. Pulling records. Karma's like, wake that punk ass up. Get your punk ass up. You remember when you wanted to be initiated into that coven and they're like, oh my God, you're going to be able to talk to the spirit. You're going to have power. Oh my God. And you sacrifice that person. You remember, you got to pay for that. But you don't believe in karma. But she believes in you and she knows what you did. And that's all we need. That'll teach them. That'll suffice. That is absolutely sufficient for the soul tribe family. Justice in the reverse. You did a lot of bad things, bruh. Sis. Not my bruh. Not my sis. That's not my family. Nah, I don't resonate with y'all. Y'all nasty. Y'all evil. Y'all mean. Y'all just do weird shit, man. Over and over and over and over and over. Like, it's the hardest thing to watch. As somebody that can see the truth, and I open up the ethers, I be like, they really are crazy. I'll be seeing them like going to the graveyard. I know the wind is blowing. I know it starts to rain when they're about to do something evil. I know they get earthquakes and all kinds of stuff and all these physical signs. Look, the rain will start to come down. That's the heavens saying this is an anointed one. This is a chosen one. They're sent by God. Listen, don't do that. They get every single physical warning. They'll look at the clock and it'll be 555. They'll look at the clock. They get the same synchronicities as us. But because they don't believe in karma, because they're soulless people, they just ignore the thunderstorm on the way to the graveyard. They ignore the fact that there was a car accident on the way to the practitioner. They ignore the fact that as soon as they turned on the radio, it said something about emergency, 911. Those were their signs. But because they lack connection to the divine, because they blaspheme the divine, they don't get the downloads like you do. They just keep on going. Keep on going. I got to have her power. I got to have her energy. I'm going to block her. She's not going to have any love. I'm going to block him. Bitch, sit your punk ass down by the side of the road. Missed all them signs. And you still went and did it. Under the illusion that this was accessible to you. You still went and did it. You thought you could put the divine in a box? You thought you could put the divine in a coffin? You thought you could put the divine in a graveyard and bury the divine in the underworld and Gaia wasn't going to check your punk ass? Don't you know we talk to the spirits in the underworld? I love a good graveyard spell. When somebody takes my picture and buries it in the graveyard, I'm like, oh, what's going on down here? I'm talking to all the spirits. I'm like, who the hell did this? This is what I do. I go to the graveyard like, what happened? The spirits be like, well, what had happened was the demons start to snitch. They know they got to snitch. When the demons see this, the demons start telling on these people, the jinns and everything. Everything. They start snitching to the Most High God. You can question the spirit. You like, death? Who sent you? It's a witch and she did a death spell on you. The demons start snitching. The demons start fleeing because the demons are being tormented just by the divinity that's around you, chosen ones. They're going to snitch on these people every time. You can't put the divine in a jar, bitch. What are you doing? You can't put the divine in the freezer. How you going to freeze source? How you trying to affect people's visions and block their intuitions? Page of Cups. Are you crazy? You're trying to penetrate the dream state. How you gonna put the divine? How you gonna put the divine in the Eight of Swords? How you gonna put the divine? And when I mean the divine, I mean that by way of it's the God in me. You think I'm so fresh, 3D level? You think I'm so clean, 3D? You see my car? See my nails? Aren't they cute? See my hair? See my body? Isn't it cute? 3D level ass shit. But you couldn't see my soul? Bitch, you blind. And if you blind, that means you ain't divine. If you blind and you can't see the divine in me, the light around me, then you are crazy. Stay away. Right away. Go to jail. Straight away. How you gonna put the divine in a box? I know you like all your nasty projections, and now you don't like that mirroring energy back to you. Gemini season came through with the mirroring energy. Shout out to Gemini energy. Listen, the sun just came out where I'm at. Thank you, divine. The sun just came out where I'm at. Oh my God, I love you, Most High God, so very much. Thank you for your love, your light, your enlightenment within me and the beautiful Soul Tribe family. Thank you for allowing me to use my gifts with the hopes that it will resonate with the right people who want to go right and do right and ascend to the highest points of their creativity by way of divinity, collaborating with the divine, baby, in time. Thank you. The sun just came out on this side of the window where I'm at, and the sun just came out. Clarification, confirmation. The angels are saying we are with you. Shout out to the angels. We invoke our angels daily, 24/7, to just whoop ass and beat ass until this energy is annihilated and removed from our energy. Period. I pity the fool that got me on their altar. I pity the fool that got you on their altar, divine collective. I pity these fools. And karma says, pity them not. That's too much. Don't pity their asses. They did this over and over and over. I got the whole list. Karma's like, I got the whole record right here. We're such a loving people. We're such a kind people. You know what I'm saying? I got the list right here. King of Wands and the Rebirths. Whole ass warlock out here. I got the list right here. We about to run back the tape and remind this dude or whoever or it or whatever it is. Okay? Gargoyle ass, demonic ass energy. Run that back, that tape. Run that back, run that back. Yeah, listen. Strands of hair, toenails, underwear. You stole it. Checkmate, checkmate. They like, huh? What? I don't know. I didn't do nothing. Yeah, the demon in you did it. So now you want to blame it on the devil? I know you lied. Carmen saying we remember everything. Sacrifice. A lot of ex-lovers was trying to sacrifice you. A lot of twin flame dynamics. People that were supposed to answer the divine call that thought it not robbery to just eliminate their twin and they wouldn't feel it. That's got to be a crazy ass assignment. Remember, twin flame soulmate dynamics is a soul contract, meaning you share parts of each other's soul. Right? And then somebody goes to sacrifice you. So, you know, somebody's got to be crazy to think that on a physical level, they're not going to feel what they tried to do to you on a spiritual level. Okay. And a physical level. Yeah, karma's like, I'm about to manifest on a physical level. And since that's what they believe in, let me give them their karma in a way that they going to feel it. They wanted money, I'm going to take it away. They wanted gifts, I'm taking that too. They wanted cars, I'm taking that too. I'm about to strip that ass down. Because they violated spiritual law. Laws that they just didn't believe in. They didn't want to believe in it. That's what I heard. They wanted to believe a lie. Somebody got up and told themselves a lie every day. Doing death spells and death magic every day. Karma's here. She's like, you don't believe in me? I'm coming to weigh your heart with the scales. You don't believe in me? But how can one's heart be weighed up against spiritual justice and karmic justice where there is no heart, where there is no spirit? Exactly. It's going to manifest on the physical. Karma's like, you about to feel it. You ready? Get ready now. It's coming. And that's just what it is. Three of Swords, Libran energy. Libran energy. Karma's like, you're so disrespectful. You're so doggone disrespectful. You don't believe in me? Huh? Okay, that's what's up. Karma's knocking on doors, tapping on windows, people in cars trying to get away. Karma's like tapping on windows. Could you roll down your window, please? You don't even need to state your name. You ain't got no name. You will remain nameless. You know why? Because you were so busy trying to wear other people's name, other people's essence, other people's deaths. Like, you ain't got no name. You have no identity. You never did. Your fragmented reflections in a broken ass glass. What's mirroring back to you is more fragmented energy because you're going to feel it on a physical level. Didn't you just stab the doll this morning? Remember? Okay. I'm just saying. So now your leg hurt. Now your back hurt. Now your head hurt. Now your heart stopped. Now your throat hurt. Remember the shut up spell you did 3 weeks in a row? Then you go over to the little local market and get the shut up spell? The shut up candle? Now your ass done lost your voice? Now you can't sing in the car? You thought you was going to be able to sing and dance and every day you was going to get up and put a chosen one in poverty when that's not a part of their contract? When they already ate your sins by way of gracing you with their presence in their life? They came low, they came humble. You didn't even recognize them because you didn't see the divine in them. You couldn't even see the God in them. These are people that don't have the eyes of Christ consciousness. They don't have the eyes to see. Then they wanted to see through your eyes. They're like, oh, I want to jump in your body. I want to see through your eyes. Yeah, what you mean jumping in somebody's body? You can't jump from here to across the street with all that karma you got on your plate weighing you down. You're going to jump your ass right into a bucket of karma, honey, because karma's waiting. Timeline jumpers, people that tried to jump ahead of your destiny, living out your life, try to take your beauty and take your booty and take your boo and take everything. It's a wrap. 8 of Cups. So somebody's out here saying, I miss you. They left you hanging. I miss you. It's in the reverse. I miss you came up in the reverse. I put it in the upright. I feel like you don't miss nobody. I feel like you're moving on, Divine Collective. And I feel like you're happy about it. One thing these people taught you, if nothing else, is how to detach. That is a healthy thing, to know when to detach from things that are meant to harm you and hurt you. That's healthy. That's what your enemy taught you. Look at how diligent your enemy is. They get up every single day. They do spell work at the same time every day. Look at how committed they are to working for the devil, for clocking in for the devil. They don't believe in karma. That's going to happen to me. Oh, nothing's going to come back. I didn't do anything. This is how they think. They lied to themselves. Little did they know, there absolutely are case studies. We're absolutely looking at them like, that's very peculiar, vacant ass energy. You just think you're going to do anything you want? And you ain't got to pay for that? But you got to pay for that. These people have racked up a bill with karma. It's true. You can take it to the universal bank and see if they'll cash this check. I encourage you to call down judgment on the reading. I call down judgment. Most High, I call down judgment on this reading. So say I, so say we. Let the truth and clarity be the energy. Let it all come out. Okay? I love y'all. Take what resonates. Leave the rest for somebody else to take. And I will see you on the next video. Until then, as always, peace be with you.